set of challenges await.
So, okie dokie. For the uninitiated, the summits are a weekly time trial thingies in this game that you can, play and submit a time to. And those times translate into points, and all of that goes into ranking, basically. But for this summit, devs actually put their own ghosts that you're racing against. You don't have to beat the ghosts to submit a time, but it's quite fun. And the funniest thing is that the Reddit was basically having a meltdown over how good how good the devs are in the game that they made. Surprisingly, the devs actually can drive, and they outskilled like 95% of the player base. So yeah, I have already beaten all the dev times, but I wanna get it onto a video. It's a 52. Yep. And apparently I improved my time. That's nice. For this one, I will be using sequential instead of automatic. You can beat him with automatic, but I kinda want the extra consistency that comes with sequential when it comes to bumpy track, so... Okay, so I think that was quite a bit of improvement. Yep, I improved my own time by 2 seconds. That's extra 3,000 points. I'm fine with that, I'm happy with that. 970. And that's without the jump trick that this one has. I don't like that trick because it's like extremely retarded. Let's just say that. And I improved my own time. Nice. This one is one of the easier ones. It has a lot of gather turns, and the developer that recorded it doesn't do gather turns. You can do it easily with automatic. I improve my time ever so slightly. You can do this a lot faster if you are competent, but I'm not, so. wasn't talking this entire time, mostly because like I was just locked in. You kind of need to lock in to win this one, mostly because the developer driving is quite good. Like he just hits like every single fucking, you know, line like almost perfectly, I think. Anyways, so this one is quite easy, mostly because you can skip a few of the jumps. Even though air NOS is a thing, it's not always useful on this track. So first ramp that you can skip is this one. This puts you at a better line. The other ramps that you can skip is these ones. You can take the first one, but don't take the second one. This will put you in a better position to turn this corner. I'm going slower. Why? If I didn't fuck up that corner, this would have been a faster time. Fuck. Even with the terrible starts. Whatever. So yeah, I think the only reason this is possible on automatic is that the JAHPIT actually losses on the first straight when he reaches 7 gears. So all the thing you really need to do is like don't do that and keep the nitro advantage, I guess. Alternatively, you can get a friend to do this with, because you can still slipstream. So this one is actually kind of easy. It's not that driving is bad, it's just that you can actually do a lot more. Like there are a lot of improvements that you can do here to beat, including taking the gutters whenever you can. He sometimes takes the gutters, sometimes he doesn't. So yeah, this is on the easier side, and again automatic with keyboard, and I actually one-shotted this for this recording, and I improved my time. I'm happy with that. peasy. I'm sure I can do this like 2 seconds faster if I actually send it, but it has enough points, and quite frankly, the track kind of scares me. So yeah. So yes, all the developer times beaten on a keyboard, one with sequential, and rest are automatic. So the main reason I kind of wanted to record this is that because like these times are actually quite good, like the developer times, and they kind of outskilled like 90% of the player base. Like, for example, let's check the leaderboard for YUGS, and his time is around 2.19. And let's just give everyone the benefit of doubt and make it high 2.19. Yeah, that sounds alright. And there are around like 335 people that are faster than the developer out of 40,000 players. So I think that's a percentage of 99% of players just can't compete with the developer. So I just like the fact that the developer times are actually, good in a way. And developers are faster than most of the player base. I kind of like that. When they posted this summit thingy, I was like, hey, the times are just gonna be like a complete cakewalk. They're not, and I kind of like that, even though Reddit kind of hates them for it. Like, why? This is just a silly little challenge. Sure, like, if you get platinum, you do get a brand new car, but it's not like you need to match developer times or like surpass them to get platinum. Like, first 15,000 people gets platinum, and there are around 60,000 players. Let's just say 100,000. Like joins it. You still have a really good chance of actually getting the car if that's the problem. And you don't have to beat the dev times. This was just a kind of fun thingy, and I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. Shout outs to all the devs, I guess, even though like who the fuck am I really. They have quite nice ones. Some of them given me a challenge. For example, the YUGS, SAMY, JAHPIT, and DEDEL. I have struggled with these four the most. Rest of them are kinda easy, for me at least, even though they have taken me like quite a few tries. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the summit, and I can't wait to get my hands on this BMW M3. They're probably gonna make it the fucking most wanted livery out of it, and just and everyone that gets this car will end up using it in grand races for like a few weeks, I guess. I don't know, that doesn't really matter. Anyways, it was fun. Bye.